a couple of just key or quick points that I want to sort of note that I found sort of interesting in the conversation there, because even though I study political marketing, et cetera, I still don't know much about political management, to be honest with you. It's a bit more sort of functional than I'm used to in a weird way. In saying that, though, the thing that I actually find enticing about it is the question Jennifer asked about, okay, how do you actually do this? Because that's something that often comes up. I often think about when I look at political marketing as a concept, as a sort of general area. So my area is communication, and when we talk about strategy and political marketing, and they say okay, then you communicate it. Well, what do you mean by that? So that's where my sort of research sort of gone into. But even in things like how do you deal with the media, how do you communicate something, that sort of thing, I think maybe that's an area where it could come through here. And these couple of things I wanted to mention was the similar point that both of our speakers made around, and like somewhat related, but not exactly related, around creating power and leadership and the importance of those two different ideas, right? And the sort of how those two ideas interlinked with leadership and creating power, and then how do you do that? And the final thing I wanted to quickly note, because it's just a broader sort of important concept within every field, but it's something obviously that we need to think about here as a sort of foundational idea which will provide value, not just as a abstract, in my opinion, abstract field of research, but an actual something that we can apply, and something that is more universally applicable, is what Andre said about knowing, basically, I'm sort of paraphrasing here, understanding the why rather than just the what, not just how to fill out a form or how to do a press release, but why you do it in a certain way, so you know when to change things given context and that sort of jazz, right? I just thought that was a good point.